What's going on? Welcome to the Center Court podcast with Collin and Caleb. We're super excited. This is our first episode, so we're going to be talking a lot about all kinds of basketball, from college hoops to NBA training, plays, all kinds of stuff. So super excited. And without further delay, I want to introduce Collin. Collin, how's it going?
Good, man. Good, man. Blessed to be here. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
I
Excited.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Nervous but excited as well, for sure.
I
Poised.
get that. I get that.
I yeah. I before we start though, I just wanted to take time to like really give you your flowers, bro. Like think of this whole podcast idea and then thinking enough of me to want me to have you join. I'm very grateful. You've done all the legwork so far. I really do appreciate. I know I thanked you in private, but now that we're on the pod, I really do want to thank you because you've done all this, all things you see, all the outro, the intro, everything you see is Caleb. The social media post is Caleb. Caleb has done all the legwork, so I just want to thank you for all you've done. But now we got
Yeah,
that out the way. I'm gonna just introduce myself, give a quick background of me and how we met. I'm Colin Heron, originally from Nashville, Tennessee, born and raised. Went to Hillsborough High School, played there 4 years, and then I went on to play at Cleveland State, and that's where I met Caleb. Basketball has been a huge part of my life for as long as I can remember. My dad played, my parents they both played, my grandparents played, so basketball is just always in. It's been in my family. Yeah, those are the Cleveland State picture, man. Those are the days, man. Those are a good time. But after Cleveland State, I went on to go to UT. I got my bachelor's in journalism and electronic media with a concentration in sports communication, and then now I'm transitioning to working on my master's. Just trying to, better myself. I'm now coaching AAU for Pro Skills Basketball, seventh grade. So if you're ever in the Nashville area and want to check us out, please come by. Um, I had the privilege of interning with Jamal Richardson last summer, who's the trainer for Darius Garland. That was a crazy experience. I got to meet so many professionals, so many overseas players, high school players, so many top talent in the city, and that just really inspired me to just keep going with this basketball stuff, man. And yeah, that's all I got. What about you, Caleb?
heck yeah. So I guess to introduce myself, so I'm Caleb Rutherford. I'm from Loudon, Tennessee. It's a little south of Knoxville. Um, I've been I played basketball my whole life. I guess a little bit about myself before I get into the basketball. So I'm a follower of Jesus. That's a big part of my life. I'm also a husband and a father. I have a soon-to-be 2-year-old, so that's always fun. But as far as basketball goes,
Yes.
I played I played up and up through high school. Started playing when I was like 8 years old. Uh, wasn't always the best. Played a lot of different positions. I had a big growth spurt through high school, so got to touch on every spot on the court pretty much. And then I played 2 years collegiately with Collin, and after that, I coached 4 years of high school basketball. Um, that was awesome experience. I met some really cool people, people that are still really important to me today. And then I also coached 1 year of high school AAU, 16U. That was pretty cool. I coached for Pro One.
Mm-hmm.
They're no longer in Tennessee. They're still in Alabama. But yeah, it was super exciting, man. Uh, but yeah, that's a little bit about me. I don't like talking about myself too much, but that's a little bit about me. But yeah, let's.
We got to get Amaya on the pod sometime, man.
Oh, I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will. I wore my Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse basketball shirt for her today.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because she every time she sees the camera,
Dad
she
of the
goes,
year,
"Day,
man. Dad of the
day."
year.
So
Dad
I think it's funny. Man.
of the year.
So let's see. Moving on. I guess to talk a little bit about the show. So we're gonna touch on some of March Madness. Obviously, it's the first weekend of March Madness, so super excited for that. There's been some awesome games. I've stayed up way too late a couple nights watching some games. And then we're
same
going to
here.
touch on – yeah, I feel that, dude. And then we're going to touch on the NBA, a couple things with the NBA, some WNBA stuff, and then also break down a clip from a game from March Madness this first weekend. So super excited, man. But I guess, Collin, what's any March Madness what's the biggest upset for you from March Madness this weekend? What was your biggest upset?
March Madness, biggest upset. Definitely High Point. Their first game. High Point really shocked me. And then I saw on social media I know High Point is known for being like a luxurious campus, but they chartered a plane for students to go to the game. That was insane to hear.
I saw that, dude, and I saw more stuff.
That was crazy.
Right. I started reading more stuff about it, and they were like, yeah, for the meals and everything, it averages about $70K a year to go there. And then they were like, they do a fancy 5-course meal for each of their students once a week.
Yeah.
Or once a month or something like that. I was like, what the heck? That's wild.
Yeah.
Bougie.
That is crazy.
I'm over here.
That's crazy. But yeah, High Point really surprised me. And then Texas is low-key been a sleeper. Texas beat Gonzaga. They beat BYU. They've been really doing well. Because in the SEC tournament they were okay, but they weren't really like, someone to watch out for. But Texas has really surprised me. And that Vanderbilt game last night was crazy.
Oh, dude.
I
was wanting Vandy to pull it out.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was wild.
Me too. That shot at the end was wild. That has to go down in history.
That was crazy. It was also crazy too. I heard another thing. It was about Nebraska. So Nebraska had never won a tournament game until this tournament, and they won 2. They had never won a single game in the NCAA tournament. That was crazy. But yeah, I was wanting Vandy to win.
That game was crazy. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I think if they would have called a timeout when it was like 30 seconds left before Nebraska went down and scored, Vanderbilt had the last shot. They could have called a timeout. Nebraska was in zone, so they could have drew something up to go against the zone. But I mean, they ended up taking the bad shot, and Nebraska's just scored in transition, which is bad. But I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like I get it why he let it go, but at the same time, I thought the same thing that you did. I was like, dude, they could have burned one there.
Why would you not call a timeout and draw something up? Yeah, right.
I think my thinking was he thought that. I think that he was thinking that they would switch up the defense a little bit. That's what I think he was thinking, and he was like, "Oh, we can catch him down," kind of deal. But
me too.
You're probably still better off burning one. I would have burned one. For sure. Yeah,
I get it though, because Vanderbilt has scored the past like 3 or 4 possessions before that, so they had figured out a way to score on his own. But I mean, it's the last shot. You're in the tournament. Like this is like do or die. You need a bucket, so why not just draw something up to where you could? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I feel like that was a mistake.
Oh, I completely agree. Yeah. And I love that High Point game, and we'll touch on that here on our center court breakdowns here in a little bit. So I'm excited for that too. But loved watching High Point. I watched them last night against Arkansas. Unfortunately, they ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw. Arkansas's A-Cuff's insane. He's a stud, dude.
Tough.
What are your thoughts? Yeah, what are your thoughts on? What are your thoughts on?
I mean, you can't deny AJ's talent because AJ is top, should be the top pick in the job. But A-Cuff is a close second. I know he's like maybe undersized, but he has heart, and he finds a way to win every possession.
Exactly. Offensively, dude, he is so gifted. Like he just makes it look easy. Like he had 30-something, 37 last night or something, 36. And he did not look like he had 36. I'm talking, it was like 1, 2
Not at all.
dribbles, get to the hoop, lay it up, like unfazed.
Not
I'm
at
like,
all.
this dude's so tough.
And he's getting the ball. You just can't, like, you just gotta pray. I mean, like when the shot clock is winding down, they're gonna give it to Darius.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, he's tough. Whoever picks him is gonna have a jewel for sure.
Definitely. Like
For sure.
my one knock on him, if anything, and I don't even think it's that big, is he gets scored on a lot, but he outscores that guy, so it doesn't even
Yeah.
really affect
Right.
anything.
Right.
And I
Right.
mean
Yeah.
that'll come with
I think it'd be
time,
like
you know.
a Trae Young scenario though. Like you got to surround him by
Yeah,
like people that can defend. So you kind of like
exactly.
yeah. But he is
I
tough.
think oh dude, he's so good. He's so good. Yeah, I love watching his game.
What do you think about him being like? What do you think about him being like as far as like guards that Cal has coached? What do you think he ranks amongst like John Wall and Booker and Fox and Maxey? Like where do you think D
Oh,
Rose, like where do you think he ranks?
dude, so I was actually thinking about this last night, and I was like, he's coached some freaking dogs on offense. I think a lot of people forget how good John Wall was at Kentucky. I mean, he was hooping at
Yeah.
Kentucky. He won. I mean, he was
Yeah, he's
insane.
electric. Yeah.
Now he didn't have a crazy jumper like Acuff. I mean, Acuff's like anywhere on the
That
court,
definitely,
he's
yeah.
lethal. John Wall's like getting to the cup. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he could shoot, but different game in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh man, that's so tough. He might be the best. That's so early to say it.
I
No,
think
as far
I'm
as the
not gonna lie,
NBA,
this may be recency bias. Yeah, but I think he's like top 3 at least.
oh yeah,
At least.
definitely. Like
At least.
as far as a prospect goes, he's, in my opinion, he's number one. Because like D Book, he was the sixth
Yeah.
man at Kentucky. Like he wasn't even
Yeah.
like he was good. He was super
Yeah.
good, but
Yeah, but he wasn't. Yeah,
he wasn't like that at Kentucky. Like he's different
Yeah.
at Arkansas.
Yeah.
But I guess
Those other
once
teams though, I mean, this Arkansas team now has top like McDonald's All-Americans, but those John Wall teams had like 4 or 5 first rounders. Like this Arkansas team does not have that. So like I definitely think that
Boogie
separates him from the rest. And then if he
for
makes a
sure.
run like to the championship, it's a no-brainer. He's the best. No-brainer.
I completely agree. And man,
No-brainer.
I love watching this game. I'm excited to see him in the Sweet 16, probably even Elite 8. I'm super excited to watch him play.
For sure.
Because I could see them making
For
a little
sure.
run. I really could. So I guess
Me too.
the next thing is Final Four teams. Who do you really like for the Final Four? What are your thoughts there?
I like Houston. I mean, I gotta shout out my alma mater. I gotta go Tennessee. I know that may be wishful thinking, but I gotta go UT. Arizona for sure, and I got Duke. Duke is a little shaky. That Siena game, I think they underestimated them a lot, and they ended
Yeah.
up showing them like, hey, we came to play just like you guys. So, but I definitely got those 4. What about
Yeah,
you?
I like all 4 of those. Like I could see any of those 4 teams in the Final Four. I have Arizona in mind. I have Duke. No. I don't have Duke. I have St. John's. I believe they're on the same side. I have
Oh yeah, you
St.
did tell me
John's
that.
as my
Yeah,
sleeper.
yeah.
I'm a big Rick Pitino guy, but I love the way they play too.
Okay.
They play tough. They press the whole game, high energy. Don't necessarily have a ton of like NBA, like high caliber NBA guys, but they just like they play hard and they have fun.
Right.
And so they're fun to watch. Also, Houston, man, Houston's good. Really like watching Houston. Um, as far as that goes, those are the kind of 4 that I see. Also, Michigan. I could see Michigan sliding in there too. I know that's 5 teams that I said, but
Mm,
Michigan's tough, dude.
mm-hmm.
Lindeborg, he's a hooper.
Yeah,
And then they got the big 7-footer, Ade Mara. He's a stud
yeah,
too.
yeah. Michigan is tough. Michigan is tough. But I think personally, Houston was in the same position last year. They've kept
Yep.
most of the same team. They play hard. They're gonna defend you. 94 feet. Like, I
Sure.
mean, you know what you're gonna get with Houston, and you
For
gotta come with
sure.
it every night.
For
So yeah,
sure.
I think Houston is up there.
For sure. I actually love watching Houston play. I've watched them play too much probably. I do have a sleeper team
Yeah.
that I could see maybe sliding or going a little further than expected. And it's just because they can score really well, in my opinion. And it's Texas Tech. I love what's his name, Christian
Okay.
Anderson, something like that. He's
Anderson. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
he's a stud. I watched him play in high school at an AAU tournament. I kid you not, he probably had the smoothest 50 points I've ever seen in my life. Like he was smooth. So I'm a fan of his. So I'm excited
Okay.
to see how far they make it.
My sleeper would probably have to be, I don't know, man. Kentucky's been playing good lately. Florida has been, Florida, they've been in the
I'll
position
give it out
last
Florida
year,
too.
same coach. They know what it takes to win. I mean, Florida is a sleeper. I don't know if they can go back to back, but don't sleep on Florida.
Oh, for sure, dude. And their bigs, the way their bigs play, I love watching their bigs because they're like
Yes.
mobile. They're like running the floor,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
Chinyalu, I can't even pronounce his name right, but
Mhm.
he's so
Mhm.
good defensively. I think he got SEC Defensive Player of the Year, so deservingly so.
Mhm.
He's a stud.
Yeah, he's a force in the paint. Yeah. Yeah. And their guards have total freedom, like Boogie and then Lee. They have total freedom to do whatever.
Right, right. I
And I
mean,
think that's
he
why they
lets them
that's
do
that's how they
whatever.
won last year. Cause like, yeah, yeah. Walter Clayton's going crazy last year.
Oh yeah, he was. Wow, I thought he was going to be the next Steph. Like, not even joking. I mean, he's pulling up,
Yeah,
and
honestly,
that's a stretch.
honestly.
That's a stretch. But like watching him in the tourney last year, I was like, dude, he's
Mm,
hooping. Um,
yeah, he is
Team's in
tough
trouble.
for sure.
So, what's a high seed that you think is going to get upset pretty soon? If they haven't, I mean, what's the next high seed that you see going out?
High seed that I see going out. I'm not gonna lie. I picked Duke in my Final Four, but they the way Sienna, if Sienna was to substitute and play full like maybe three other guys, I think they could have sent Duke home. So I think Duke, just because
Oh
they're
yeah,
young too, and like they haven't really played on this stage before, but Duke I think is definitely a team that could get sent home earlier than expected for sure.
yeah. I kind of agree with you. The other team that I would say might be UConn. UConn struggled a little bit against Furman, and they play UCLA,
Yeah.
and then after UCLA they play Michigan State. So one of those two games, I could see them going out pretty soon. Let's see here.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You just never know in the tournament. Man. Anybody can get hot. Anybody can have a good day. You just truly have to come with it, honestly.
Right. Every day, every game, literally every minute. I mean, you give some teams a minute and they pull the lead out by 10 points. Like, not even joking.
Let me ask you this
Uh,
though. What do you think about North Carolina and the way they lost and the head coaching and how do you think what do you think they like how do they build from this? Where do they turn? Like what would be next for them?
so, North Carolina is actually one of my teams. Like, I've always pulled for North Carolina, kind of a North Carolina guy. But with that being said, Hubert Davis I think he might be out. I think he might. Because, I mean, some of that stuff he was doing is questionable, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? I don't know. And I mean, I get it. They had a lot of
Yeah, I
injuries and
agree.
stuff, but they let VCU come back in the largest lead in NCAA history and win the game. That's ugh, that's so frustrating as like
Yeah,
someone that
yeah,
pulls
it's
for
tough.
North Carolina. I'm like, that's so
Right,
tough.
right.
Um, I was really
I definitely
disappointed,
think not having
honestly.
Caleb Wilson impacted them. Yeah,
Definitely. I mean, he's a stud. Like he's. I know I've said
yeah,
everybody's a stud today, but
yeah.
I really like his game. I think he's going to win the league.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then,
I think his Hubert's time is over.
yeah, I think so too. Let's see here. And do you have anything else, Colin, before we go over to the center court breakdowns?
Not really. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing who wins today.
Oh
The
yeah,
game should definitely be more competitive today because they're higher seeds are playing against each other. But definitely looking to see who comes out on top today.
yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, I'm excited, man. Right now, as we're uh, recording, Kentucky Iowa State are going on right now. It looks like a pretty good game.
Yeah,
Trying to look for a score update, but I'm really excited to see the rest of the games this evening. Obviously, me and Colin's favorite. Colin's alma mater, my favorite team. I think it's Colin's favorite team as well. But Tennessee plays Virginia tonight, so I'm super stoked for this game. Um, it's going to be a tough one though. It's going to be a tough battle,
definitely
and then St.
exciting.
John's, Kansas too.
Yeah.
Like right at the
Oh yeah.
like an hour before. I'm excited for that one. What do you think about Darren Peterson? I do want to ask you
Yeah.
about that.
Hopefully. He, I honestly, I mean, I know he's a great like player, and I just think he's worth the risk though because seeing him play is like, bro, it literally looks effortless, and you don't really see that at his age. Like, I mean, you see it with like top players, but like not, it's not frequent that you see somebody that could play one half and give you 30 and then just chill the second half and you still think he's a top player. It's just like, but it does concern me though that he like if it's cramping, I get that, but like we have modern medicine, so I don't understand how Kansas isn't able to treat this or how like I don't understand how they're not able to cope with what he's going through. But if he can barely make it through 30 games, how is he gonna make it 82 plus the playoffs? I mean, he probably go to a team that's not gonna make the playoffs, but 82 games, that's a lot. Back to backs, road trips, like that's a lot. But he's a great player.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love his game. The toughness is a little bit questionable for me, which I
Yeah,
mean, like you said, the
yeah,
cramping that could be affecting him a little bit. But with modern medicine, I mean, look
yeah,
at Paulo Banquero. Back when he was at Duke, they made like a
yeah.
special drink for him because he was sweating so much. So like the fact that Kansas can't like try to approach that kind of messes with my head a little bit. I gotta agree with you. I mean, modern medicine is pretty good. I would think they can figure that out. So I
Right,
don't know what's
man.
going on there.
And I know he's getting a crazy NIL bag, so I don't see how, like he isn't. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I definitely have AJ over him. I
Oh
definitely
yeah,
feel like AJ is undeniable.
and AJ, like, not saying Darren Peterson doesn't have it up here, but AJ's like got it up here.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
mentally, he's got it. um, so moving on, I guess we're going to get started on the center court breakdowns. We're super excited for this. This is the first time we're doing it, so pardon any technical difficulties, but we're going to see how it rolls. So right here, this is from the High Point versus Wisconsin game. This was me and Colin's biggest upset of the
hmm
week. So I'm we're going to break this down a little bit. So those of you that don't know, High Point pulled this game out from a layup from number 99, who you're going to see in this clip, Chase Johnston, on the season. So on the whole season, counting even their loss against Arkansas, last night. Um, he had only shot 5 2-point shots. And then on top of that, he had only made one. And his one make is the game winning layup in this game. This clip is not of that game winning layup, but to put it into perspective, he was on the season 71 of 146 from the 3-point line and 72 of 151 total field goal attempts. That's the whole season. So that's wild to me. That's like 48% from the 3-point line. This is crazy. But when we're breaking down this clip, you're gonna watch the point guard, and what I noticed is the point guard or the coach. One of them noticed the big man. If you can't see the big man there at the left side of your screen, defensively, he's playing kind of off of his guy, drop coverage, that kind of thing, and they noticed that. And so what they do, they run this play right here. So as you can see, I love this. I really love this by High Point. And High Point, that was excellent coaching because they got the ball in their best 3-point shooters' hands at the end of the game in a tight game. Obviously, they cut it to one right here. If you can see the score 70-74, High Point ends up pulling the game out with a score of 83-82. So what they ran here was a middle screen. Let me rewind it a little bit. They run a middle screen right there with the guy that's actually going to get the ball with number 99, Chase Johnston. And the reason they did that was to get his guy a little tired right there on that initial screen. And then they know he's going to have to run through another screen. So they run a flare screen. This leaves him wide open because the big man's just kind of playing drop coverage right there. Shoots the three, hits it. High Point goes on a run. Great, excellent game. Great way to finish the game. But I loved High Point in this game. And Coach Clayman, I don't know if you saw his post-game speech, Collin, but he had me fired up.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think that's great action. Anytime you can get your shooter an open look, especially in a tight game like this, when you need a bucket, anytime you can get your shooter a good look like that, I think that's a good necessity. Plus, I love the action though, the taking um the ball to the other side and then swinging it back to Chase. That was great action.
Yeah, I
And it
loved
forces
it.
you to make a decision. Are you going to play chase? Are you going to guard the ball screen? Like, what are you going to do? You have to make a
Exactly.
decision.
Exactly. And it's super simple. It's super simple, but a lot of people don't see those things. And then I actually want to pull it up one more time real quick. Um, let me pull it back up real fast. So what I wanted to show is here at the very start of the clip, watch the point guard. So I thought it showed it, but I might have not clipped it enough. But you can see the point guard. He's like looking around and he notices exactly what they're doing, and he's like, "Oh shoot, we got him right here," and immediately calls the play, and they get it rolling. So I don't know if it was him that realized it, but regardless, I thought it was incredible. That was one of my favorite games to watch this weekend.
Yeah, that was some great action. It's sad that they came up short against Arkansas, but that was great coaching.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
I might have to steal that play and run it for my seventh graders. I don't know if they can or not, but definitely putting that play in the vault, man. Definitely using that one.
Oh yeah. So I want to ask you. This is not on our notes or anything, but so how are you feeling about your
Hmm.
seventh grade team? Like what all you got uh, planned right now? Like in the works kind of thing. I don't want to give your coaching
Truthfully
stuff away.
speaking, yeah, yeah. You never know who may be watching this when it comes out, man. But truthfully speaking, I'm a little nervous, just to be honest, because this is my first like real big coaching gig. I'm doing it by myself, no assistant coach. And just the responsibility falls on me. And I'm nervous, but I'm definitely excited. I love mentoring the youth and molding young minds. I know I was in their position at one point in time, so I know how it is like coming up playing basketball. So I relate to them in that aspect, but I'm excited as well. I know I bring a lot of enthusiasm and energy, and I know that is gonna bleed into the kids and make them play hard. But I got some talent though. I got some dogs. Some dogs I gotta bring it out of them a little bit more. But I got some dogs, man. I got some dogs, man. I'm excited.
Hey, that's all that matters. I mean, they're seventh grade; they got a lot of time to grow and that kind of thing, and
Right.
they're definitely getting a good one. So I'm excited to hear about it. I'm definitely going to try and make a tourney at some point this year for sure.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. We could do a on spot podcast, man. We could film like
Oh,
halftime of the game or something. We could set it up, man. We could set it
oh
up.
yeah, literally center court in an AAU tourney.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Do you got the coaching bug? You miss being on the sidelines screaming and throwing out plays, and you miss that
Oh
feeling.
yeah, more than anything, I miss like just interacting with like the guys, like the kids and coaches, and like that's what
Yeah.
I miss more than anything. Just like the relationship kind of side of it. So that's why I'm super excited to do this, because obviously me and you have a pretty good relationship from when we were playing, and then
Right.
translated to today. So super excited. The next thing I was wanting to talk on, and I know you were wanting to touch on this too. We didn't want to talk on it too much today since obviously it's March Madness going on, but the NBA regular season's kind of coming to a close. So at the moment,
Mhm.
who are you really looking at for this MVP race?
You can't deny SGA. He's a heck of a talent. Funny story. I actually was gonna play against SGA in high school. They had came to Nashville for like a summer league tournament. Hampton Heights came to
Yeah,
Nashville, but I don't know if they didn't want to stay or they had to get back or what. But they ended up leaving and forfeit. So I mean, I didn't get the opportunity, but I was gonna play against SGA in high school. But anyways, I like SGA. I mean, Luca has been playing really, really good, and the Lakers have been winning. So like
yes,
you can't deny that. I mean, I don't know, but SGA is just tough, bro. He's tough.
right. Sometimes his game, like he's super good. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes his game frustrates me. I know you probably feel this way too. But whenever he like the way he draws fouls at times, I'm like, bro, come on. I just want to see him like not call a foul
Yeah,
for once. Like,
yeah,
but I mean, he's
yeah,
really got that down to a craft. So I
yeah,
applaud him for it, I
yeah,
guess. But yeah, Luca,
yeah.
I love
That's
what Luca's
that's a
been doing
double-edged
too.
sword for sure.
Definitely,
Yeah,
it definitely is.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I agree
Because
with
it
you,
takes
man. We
talent to be able to draw those fouls. But yeah,
exactly it does. I mean, it really does. Kind
yeah.
of actually, this kind of leads into a good. I know we didn't fully finish that, but this actually leads into a good topic. What are your thoughts on the Bam 83-point game?
Um, I mean, obviously, it's an historic, like, monumental thing to happen. Congratulations to Bam. He's definitely a once in a generation type talent. But me personally, Kobe's 81 is trumps Bam's. That's just my personal opinion. Just because the way Kobe got it, and then like the fourth quarter, or maybe it was the third quarter. The third quarter, no, it's the fourth quarter. The way they were triple teaming Bam and like he was just chucking, like it just didn't flow into the game. It was just like forced, like yeah, like Bam has a record. Let's just get Bam all the shots. And I wasn't a fan of that. It wasn't real live basketball.
Right. And like I think even Bam was a little upset at a couple times because there was one point in the game his team's like intentionally fouling. They're up like 20, and he's like, "Quit fouling."
Right.
Like you can hear him on the court. He's like, "Quit fouling, quit fouling."
Right.
But yeah, I agree with you, man. Kobe's 81-point game had a special place in my heart for sure. And the way Kobe did it was so much better. I don't know, different style of game.
Right.
Kobe didn't shoot 43 free throws that game. Um, but yeah,
Exactly.
I was really wanting to hear your thoughts there because I kind of feel the same way. Like, yes, 83 points is incredible feat, but
Hmm.
Kobe's 81 is insane, man. Uh, and then
And
what
Kobe's
else?
game was competitive. Like Bam, the Heat's game was not
Yes,
even like Kobe needed to score 81. Like it was a necessity.
right,
Bam's 83 was just like a plus. Like they were already whooping them.
bro. They're playing the Wizards. It's like not
Literally.
not
Like
not knocking them. They're an NBA team, but like with that being said, Wizards are one of the worst teams in the NBA. So like, come on, dude. Versus Kobe playing the Raptors. So I mean, Raptors were definitely
right.
better
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
the Wizards.
Right. Definitely.
Let's see. Oh yeah, and then
Definitely.
do you have any? What about the Rookie of the Year race? What are your thoughts on the Rookie of the Year race? Who do you like? Um, I assume the favorite Cooper Flag's in there, but
Yeah.
um, who do you really like?
I like Knuckle. I'm not gonna lie. I know like I just love the youth, bro. Like nobody expected Charlotte to be in
Right.
this position. The narrative around them is that they're young, they're childish, they don't know how to win, they have a lot of talent, but they're all young and immature. But this year they've really took a step in the right direction. I think that started with LaMelo. LaMelo really upped his level of play this year, and I think that just rubbed off on the entire team. Even Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller was like up and down, but this year he's like, really really took a big step. And then Canupo is shooting the skin off the ball this year. It's crazy. I know he
Right.
was good, but I didn't at Duke. I didn't see it transitioning to this level. I didn't see it. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I did
agree,
not see it.
dude. I completely agree with you. Like I really do. Knuckle. I love watching his game, and I never thought that would be the guy that I like the most out of that draft class. Not knocking Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag's incredible. He'll win. He'll still win Rookie of the Year. He'll be a great player. Don't get me wrong. Um, but I love Knuckles' game. Like I think he could fit in every single team. Like someone could use him. Uh, Same with Cooper Flag. I mean, they could use Cooper Flag on every team too. But that play style Knuckle has is it's so fun to watch. I love it. Um, but yeah, do you have any?
Yeah, a sleeper though. Dylan, a sleeper is Dylan Harper. I know they're on a great
Ooh,
team, but Dylan, when he comes in the game, he just changes the whole pace of the game. And Dylan is definitely a keeper.
dude, that Spurs team, Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, Wimby, of course. I love watching them play
Fox,
together. They're different. They're different.
yeah,
Oh man.
for sure, for sure.
And then I guess we can touch on it a little bit, but the WNBA came to an agreement with the CBA. Our WNBA CBA agreement happened in the past few days. I don't have the full details pulled up, but from what I can remember, it looked like the salary cap got bumped up to, I believe it was 7 million, or by 7 million, something around those numbers. That's actually really good news in my opinion for the WNBA. It's definitely a big pay bump. But yeah, what are your thoughts there, Colin? Do you have any thoughts as to that or?
I'm excited, man. Like the WNBA is really growing, and it would have been a bummer for them not to have a season. The talent in the
Right.
WNBA is undeniable. I mean, you get Asia Wilson, Caitlin Clark, Paige Buckers. I mean, just like there's just so many names that are so talented, and for them not to would have had a season, that would have been tragic. But I understand, like, it's hard. you want more money, but I mean, you're not necessarily getting the views that you deserve to get that money, but they definitely are deserving of everything that they're getting. I'm a huge fan of the WNBA.
Oh yeah, me too. I was really hoping they would put a team in Nashville. I think that would be sick. We would probably be there all the time. I told Madison that I got to watch. I have started since we had Amaya here almost 2 years ago. I told Madison, I was like, man, I got to start watching a lot more women's basketball because I want Amaya to be in there too. And the more I've watched it, the more I actually really like watching it. So I'm excited
Right.
for that. I think that's a really good move for the WNBA. Really big step in the right direction. So excited to see what they do there. Um, do you
Right.
have
I don't
any?
know if you're familiar. I don't know if you're familiar with all the WNBA players, but shout out Jamal Richardson. I got the opportunity to work out with Dewana Bonner and Alyssa Thompson. They played
Yeah,
against the Aces last year in the championship.
yeah.
But yeah, Dewana is tough.
Oh yeah,
Alyssa
I
is
know who
tough.
she
They
is.
they
Yeah,
definitely talented. Yeah, they're
cause she.
definitely talented. Dewana is knocked down, and Alyssa is
Yeah,
physical.
really. Did you have
Yeah,
the pad
physical.
out there?
Yes,
Were you
definitely.
were you throwing the pad
No, it was
around
just
a little
me.
bit?
It was chest to chest. It was just me.
Oh man, that's awesome though. How tall are they? Cause like I see them on TV, but like how tall are they to you? And you're obviously a lot taller than I am. But
Yeah, yeah. Dewana is she's I want to say 6 feet, 6'1". She's definitely tall. I think I'm a little taller than her, but she's definitely tall. And Alyssa's like I want to say like 5'10", 5'11" maybe. But yeah, they're
okay,
definitely not small people. Not at
okay.
all.
I'm
So
always
that whole
curious to
narrative
ask.
about like women don't play physical, that is not true at all.
They apparently have not played with the woman because every time I've played with a woman, like I'm not like this is no shade thrown. This is like actually saying really good. They're way more physical than guys at times. Like I mean, when they hack you too, they'll freaking hack you, like ripping your arms off. Like
I agree.
oh
Agreed.
yeah, I completely agree with you. Do you have any more NBA things you'd like to touch on, Colin?
I
That
mean,
I'm
I'm a
missing?
KD fanatic, so I
Oh yeah,
gotta mention Houston.
oh
KD just
yeah,
passed Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list.
that's
That was
right.
a great accomplishment.
That's right.
I
That was
mean,
number
the
what
tip
five?
in game winner, that was crazy. Yeah, yeah. That was crazy. Houston, I'm definitely pulling for them to win. I know we're hurting not having a PG. That's definitely killing our offense. But I do feel like we still have enough to get over the hump. I'm definitely a big Houston guy. But,
Oh yeah,
SGA, the Thunder are tough. The Spurs are tough. You got Tatum coming back. The Celtics are looking good. The
yeah.
Cavs with Harden now. We don't know how he's going to turn out in the playoffs, but the Cavs look good. I mean, it's the playoffs are looking up to be competitive this year.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm really excited. I'm always been a KD guy too. My favorite player though is Steph. Big Steph guy, and obviously he's injured right now. So Warriors, they're pretty rough at the moment. I think they're down to like G League guys. Pretty much throughout the roster, a bunch of 10-day roster guys. Um, those guys can play. Don't get me wrong, but it's hard to win a lot of games when you have a lot of guys that are on 10 days or on these short contracts or bringing them up from the G League, that kind of thing. So I'm ready for Steph to get back. But yeah, I think the Rockets can make a really really nice run. I love watching KD. One of the probably the best scorer I've ever seen, and probably ever will see. If I'm being real with you, if you're 7 foot and you can move that way, shoot that way, insane. I'm a huge Kevin Durant fan. Um, so yeah, I agree with you.
What do you think about the 2028 Olympics? Who you, if you're the
Yeah,
head coach, who are you rolling out for our USA team?
I'm definitely Anthony Edwards. That's easy for me. Is Anthony Edwards. Um, I'm definitely switching up the coaching. I love Steve Kerr, but eh, I don't know. I don't know that he's the right call there. I would love to see Spoelstra. Um, love what he does with the Heat and the talent he has there. Um, maybe Anthony Edwards. I like Tyrese Maxey, kind of building around kind of those guys. I would love to see Jalen Brunson play in that play style because I think that kind of fits him a little bit. The
Hmm.
FIBA kind of style, Olympic
Hmm.
play style. So
Hmm.
would love to see him there too. But there's, I mean, Donovan Mitchell too. Yeah. Or is he a Canadian? No, he's not. He's from New York. Um, would love to see Donovan Mitchell. I love Jason Tatum too. But with that being said, Steve Kerr probably wouldn't have. He couldn't be the coach for him to be there. I don't know. What do you think, Colin? Who are the guys that you think are they're really going to build around?
I think we're kind of stretched. Our only dilemma is our bigs. I think we're stretched thin with bigs. I know we got AD, but he's injury prone. We got Bam. Um, I'm trying to think who else. I mean, we got Jalen Duren, but I mean, he's never played Olympic basketball before.
Right.
Um, but I think our only dilemma would be our bigs. But if I'm the
Yep.
coach, I'm rolling out. I think it's either Halliburton or
Ooh.
Brunson. No, 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 no. Cade. Cade, I'm rolling out at the one.
Oh, dude, I forgot about Cade. Cade at the one.
Cade, Cade at the one. Um, Ant at the two. You still got Book. You got Tatum. You got. I don't know, man. That lineup is tough. I don't know. I don't know if KD would give it another run. I don't know if
Right.
Kawhi will still be playing. I don't. I mean, I don't know, man. But I
Right.
definitely would incorporate Halliburton, Brunson, Edwards, Book, um, Tatum, Jalen Brown, Mitchell. I don't know, man. We got a lot of talent. It'll be tough to
Right.
make a decision.
I'm glad you mentioned Cade, dude, because I forgot about Cade. He might be one of my favorite players to watch in the NBA, and it sucks right now. He's got the collapsed lung, but I love watching him play. If they build around him,
Right.
I think any team built around him is going to be good. I know he had some rough years in Detroit, but if you can weather those years in Detroit, I think you can be pretty good for a team like Team USA.
Definitely. Definitely.
Do you have anything else you would like to touch on before we start to wrap it up?
Not really. I'm good, man. I'm just really excited. Man, I'm just excited, thankful, grateful, all the emotions. This podcast ties into directly what I want to do in life. So this is like a match made in heaven. And then like one of my closest friends I'm doing it with. So this is just, it couldn't get any better, honestly. And then like we live in a social media world. So this podcast, I hope it takes off. I hope this flourishes into something that we can continue to build and have guests on and maybe, be on the big stage one day. But I'm definitely thankful for you, thankful for the friendship, thankful for just everything. I'm thankful.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm super excited that you said yes. I had been like coming up with stuff in my head like for a while. And those of you that don't know, I'm actually on another podcast. It's called West War Room Rivals. If you can't see all my Charger stuff back here, I'm the Charger fan in that group. It's about the AFC West and the NFL, that kind of thing. Um, but I had mentioned it to those guys that I was wanting to start something or that I was thinking about it. And I had you in mind from the first time I even thought about it, and I'm so glad you said yes. I was super excited, and I'm still super excited. I really enjoy talking with you and talking basketball all the time and that kind of thing. And I'm very thankful for you, man. I appreciate it big time. I think this is going to do really well. And obviously, this is our first episode, so starting from ground zero. So hopefully, you all have enjoyed it so far. And before we fully close, I want to end every episode, or before we wrap up every episode, I want to share a quick verse that means something to me. And if you have one, Collin, I would love you to do so as well. But I'm going to grab my Bible here real quick. So my verse that I have for me is Romans chapter 6, verse 23. And it says, "For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life in Christ Jesus our Lord." So this one means so much to me in my faith. So we earn death through sin, but the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus. So there's no amount of like striving you can do to get to heaven. Just receive His gift. That's the only way you get to heaven, is through Jesus. So that took me a long time to fully grasp that. So that means a lot to me. But yeah, do you have one, Collin, you would like to share as well?
Definitely. I love this segment, and I know the basketball stuff is why we started it, but this is the true reason we're even here today. But my verse would be Jeremiah 29:11. It reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." And obviously, things don't always go to plan. We had plans of being in the NBA, plans of, making money and being rich, but things happen for a reason, and you can't be mad. You just have to roll with the punches and just go where life takes you, and then just keep God first. So that verse definitely sticks out to me for sure because I oftentimes find myself comparing myself to other people, my journey to other people's journey, and mad that I'm not in the same position as them, but I can't get caught up in that. But that
For
verse
sure.
definitely sticks out to me for sure.
Oh yeah, it does me too. Actually, that's what I got tatted on me right here. So, oh yeah, that one means a lot
For
to me,
sure,
man.
for sure.
I completely agree with you there. So I'm glad you mentioned that. That's perfect. That was what I was going to do, and I pivoted last minute. So I'm glad. And we didn't talk about this before either. So this is perfect. Um, but yeah, do you have anything else you'd like to touch on before we wrap it up?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm all good.
Heck yeah. So I obviously, like I said, we're starting from ground zero. So I hope you all enjoyed the show. Definitely give us a follow, subscribe on YouTube. We're on Spotify. This episode is, if you're listening on Spotify, we encourage you to subscribe or follow us on all of our socials: YouTube, X, TikTok, um, Facebook, all of the above. So definitely check us out. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And you can find us at Center Court Pod or at Center Court Pod on all socials. And we will see you next week. See y'all.